Fala, gurizada, beleza? Voltamos aí com mais um episódio de Tales of Arise. Sem mais delongas, né? Sem enrolação, bora lá? Segue junto. Bora fazer aqui. Tá, o que é a primeira coisa que a gente vai fazer? Vai pegar essa corujinha que tá bem aqui.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Agora a gente vai ouvir essa conversa.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Nossa, mais uma conversa. Vamos pegar essa quest aqui. Aí a gente vê a conversa depois.
Okay.
Why?
Roubando os peixes? Porra, mas o bicho tem que se alimentar também, uai.
Damn it.
Is
Tá,
that so?
vou passar isso aqui.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not
Credo. Calma, por que tanta violência?
get ahead of ourselves now.
Derrote 4 punhos de jabuti. No litoral? Não, no litoral não tem nada. Ok, é aqui pra frente então. Bora lá.
I guess we're having fish for... dinner tonight.
I think
Mais um. Então, a gente vai por cima, aí a gente... Não, pera aí. Vamos por baixo.
Poodle senses an owl around here.
Coming through.
Firmament render!
Ah, logo em mim.
Arrow squall! Firmament render! Firmament render! Arrow squall! Close one! Hurt! Magic advance!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! You get the gist. Arrow Squall!
This one's
Holy
Their
Land!
arcs were interrupted.
Corno.
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall!
Yeah! Come on!
Not today!
Illuminate the dark! Come forward! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Blá,
Blah, blah, blah,
blá, blá.
Freeze Lancer!
This should make for some good weapon crafting.
Esses inimigos aqui. Tá, não. Foi por isso. Não. Ué, pera aí. Ah, tá. Tá aqui.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Ó, um douradozinho. Então esse daqui é mais difícil, hein?
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your back.
No further.
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Firmament Render! If they rush you, you gotta jump.
Porra, Alfin.
Recover, okay? Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Let us take to the fray.
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Magic Advance! Holy Land! Lunar Arc! Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer!
Estranho.
I'm on a roll!
This one's mine!
O Alfin entrou em
Freeze Lancer!
superação e não soltou o especial.
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
There it is. That's our target.
Esse daqui é o da Quest, né?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Firmament Render!
Meteor!
Arrow Squall! Purge Malevolence! Arctic Water Freeze Lancer! Holy Land!
You're mine!
Hurricane Strike!
On your
Arrow Squall!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll
This
trip it up.
one's mine!
Freeze Lancer! Hurricane Delight! Freeze Lancer!
Rising Wyvern!
An outstanding step. Going in.
Holy Land!
Double Demon!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Blow them away!
Esse é a primeira vez que eu vejo.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree.
A gente já
but
saiu
maybe
da área da Quest.
Go no further!
the strength to march on!
Arrow Squall!
Allow me to help you.
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Water Freeze Lancer! Holy Land! Holy Land!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Take this!
Freeze Lancer! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Blah, blah,
Make it
blah.
rain!
Holy Land! You get the gist. Holy Land! Blah, blah, blah. You get the gist.
Make it
Arrow
rain!
Squall!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Not today!
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Magic Advance! Freeze Lancer! You get the gist.
Resonate with the earth!
Dream!
Droga.
Double Demon Fang!
Hey! Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Lidwell's right. We should fall back
Finalmente.
to regroup and try again later.
Maybe I'll get some training in before we eat.
Só isso? Frango assado. A gente tem frango assado? Tem. Nossa, é o primeiro. Preparar pelo Alfin por causa do título dele.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it. Studying the very thing you're being
Fico
persecuted
surpreso
for.
como é que ele teve tempo de ler
But
conto
that's
de
what we
fadas.
did. Just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone!
Eu sei que tem.
Another day, another gold.
Eu sei que tem uma da Kisara. É esse daqui. Refeição preparadas. Tem que preparar 5 vezes, se eu não estiver enganado.
Everything's going pretty well so far.
Tem que ser alguém com a Kisara. Ah, esse daqui dá. Mas eu acho que tem que ser 5 vezes. Eu acho.
Make sure to get some good rest.
Eu vou fazer o seguinte, eu vou dar um pause aqui.
I think we've rested long enough.
Eu vou preparar esses 5 pratos com ela e quando ela aprender, eu volto. Voltei. Emblema obtido. Ih, caramba, só que pra... Ah. E juntar mais.
All
Anyway.
right, guys. Ready to go?
Forjar. É, dá pra gente forjar algumas coisinhas aqui, hein? Então vamos pegar do mais fraco. Criar e equipar. Criar e equipar. E a gente se fudeu. A gente gastou um cristal. Cristal astral lustroso. Ah, a gente não tinha esse cristal astral. A gente não tinha, de qualquer forma. Pedra gélida e cristal astral. Pedra gélida. Anel protetor. Não, eu não tenho muito interesse nem... Ó, abrimos mais um espaço pro rancho. Pegamos uma ovelha. Vaca. Porco. E galinha. Tá, goma limão. Vou comprar mais. 41 gulousema. Ó, 1000 de PV para todos os aliados, já é uma coisa. Só que a gente não tem dinheiro suficiente, então... DLC. Não, 5 líderes não. Não. Mais um de Gaud. Vamos pegar tudo logo, a gente não volta mais aqui. Então a gente tem 413 mil. Bom, já é alguma coisa, né?
Did we really just spend that much money?
Não tem problema não, Kisar. Ele tá comprando acessório. Pô, equipamento.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Firmament Render! Going in! Not repeat! Arrow Squall! Magic Advance! Freeze Lancer! You get the gist! Holy Lance! Harsh Malevolence! Arcane Waterfall! Tree Lancer! Elusive Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Going in! Illuminate the dark!
Take this!
Holy Glimmer! Going in!
Not today!
Holy Lance! Blah blah blah!
This should do it!
Holy Lance!
Look sharp!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Magic Advance! Freeze Lancer! Hold lock!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Alface.
Go no
Grant
further!
me the strength to march on.
Going in! Arrow Squall! Purge
Corno.
Purge Malevolence! Breeze Lancer! This one's Breeze Lancer!
This one's mine.
Hurricane Arrow Squall! Lightning Strike! Holy Lance!
Give you performance.
Holy Lance! Not in your dreams! Lightning Hard up!
You require a hand.
In a bind?
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! He managed to pull through.
Ah, esses são novos. Esses são novos inimigos. Tem até as listragens de um tigre, né?
Firmament Render! They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious! Holy Lance!
I have no limits.
Sweet dreams! Arch Shield! Breeze Lancer!
Ela tá bem mais rápida na hora de soltar as magias mesmo, viu?
Arrow Squall! Holy Lance! Not in your dreams! Hurricane Blast you!
On your knees.
Firmament Render!
Here I come. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Ela tá bem melhor pra poder soltar magia.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Se bem que a gente também tá fazendo cancelamento, né, das magias, então... A gente terminou... Não, terminou não. Ah, tem uma coruja aqui. Agora achar essa coruja aqui no meio dessa floresta aqui.
Arrow Squall! Purge Malevolence! Arctic Water! Breeze Lancer! Holy Lance! Flaming Meteor! Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer! Cara, pode parecer tão simples, mas pra mim é a minha preferida. Essa combinação.
Breeze Lancer! Blah blah blah!
Blá blá blá.
Benediction light.
Crescent Moon!
Not today.
Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Firmament Render! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Everyone okay?
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Right. Acho que esses daqui são os últimos, hein? Eu acho.
Firmament Render! Denied! Arrow Squall! Purge Malevolence! Arctic Water Breeze Lancer!
I shall steal you where you stand.
Hurricane! Holy Lance! Firmament Render!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Make it rain! Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen!
Take this!
Firmament Render!
Not today!
Arrow Squall!
You make me angry.
You make me angry.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Freeze!
I'm ready.
Glossy Zara! Frozen!
Hammer! I feel sprightly.
Terminamos a quest. Mas de qualquer forma eu já volto. Pera aí. Pronto, voltei. Antes da gente entregar a quest, eu quero dar uma volta, dar uma olhada na parte de cima antes dos inimigos respawnar, entendeu? Se a gente sair da área, os inimigos vão respawnar. Então, ali. Tá, pera aí.
Ho! Ho ho ho!
Ho.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Tá, a gente tem que dar uma olhada lá nessa floresta, hein? Já tá um bom tempo. Cara, a gente tá... Eu não sei dizer se a gente tá... Eu não sei dizer em qual parte do jogo. Quanto tempo que falta pra poder terminar. Eu sugeri que seria 5 minutos... Ou 5 minutos só. Eu sugeri que seria 5 vídeos pra finalizar.
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should
Mas
rest
falta
up here
muita
before pressing
coruja,
on.
cara. Precisa de 80.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit. It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
É parada automática, é obrigação parar aqui.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
Pois é.
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If
Faz
she's Renin,
sentido,
like you say she
criogenia,
is,
né?
she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
No.
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renin. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead.
Normal.
Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Beleza. Bora descansar. Mais espólios. Aumento de ataque. A gente tá precisando de aumento de ataque, né, cara?
This flavor, Why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
Engraçado, não teve pra quem escolher em ter uma conversa, né? Pra aumentar a amizade. Ah, mudou de roupa. E aquele trono dele lá?
Alone. I'm all alone.
Então, é esse cara que vai ser o último boss do jogo? Sei lá, eu esperava alguma coisa gigante, tá ligado?
Let's go. We don't want to keep
Tá, beleza. Vamos voltar ali na cidade rapidão. Pode ser aqui, porque senão a gente vai passar por dois loadings, entendeu? O loading do teletransporte e o load da passando por uma outra parte.
waiting.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Os resmungos de Rional.
Okay.
Okay. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
É ainda proibido, ó. Também não tem quest em lugar nenhum pra gente fazer. A gente poderia fazer indo pra ilha das corujas.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Blá blá blá.
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Ele tá
Or you
falando
can ask it
sério.
to send out lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false. Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
Ah, meu Deus, mais uma conversa. Não, chega, pera aí. Mas eu me divirto pra caramba com essas conversas, na moral. Não. É, acho que a gente pegou tudo que tinha pra pegar ali, né?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Nossa, esse lugar é enorme. Não vai dar pra fazer nesse vídeo, não.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go.
Estranho. Achei que seria mais um labirinto. Inimigo novo. O quê? Eu já fiz o café já. Mas eu já comi, tô com fome não.
Maybe my arts do have a place in this world.
Sure. It's time to go.
Finish this!
Kitara! All yours, Kitara!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Não sei se foi algum material que a gente
This injury
precisa.
hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you...
Ah,
Right.
ela não tá no grupo. É, quando você se acostuma com alguém assim no grupo, é desse jeito mesmo.
An opponent like this should be easy. Not today!
Firmament Render! Down! Your arm! Arrow
Droga.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer! Holy Lamp!
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Denied! Now you see what I can do!
Firmament Render! Hurricane Strike! Arrow Swirl! Blah blah blah!
Blá blá blá.
You get the gist! Freeze Lancer! Make it rain!
In an instant!
Cara,
Feel my power growing!
uma das coisas que eu gostei bastante foi que essas combinações que a gente faz, ela não se limita apenas a galera que tá no grupo, entendeu? Então gostei disso. Pera aí. Pra cá.
No choice!
Vou colocar o quente de 1000 de PV. Cadê? Isso aqui.
This one's mine!
Hurricane Strike! Firmament Render!
Demon Fang!
Blah blah blah! Leave the enemy's art to me!
No complaints here! Take this!
Another incantation ruined! Blah blah blah! Freeze Lancer! Sweet dreams!
Elusive deity!
Hey, magic is there! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Just what the doctor ordered! Firmament Render! Art requires complete focus!
Rising Falcon!
Tá, a magiazinha desses bichinhos aí.
This one's mine!
Lightning strike!
That extra training paid off.
Ó, a gélido. A gente precisava de alguma coisa gélida para poder fazer as armas lá.
Hi, Hoodle! Thanks for the arrow squall!
take this!
Arrow Squall! Magic Advance! Freeze Lancer!
Oh, back in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses. You'll soon see about...
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Wonderful! Freeze Lancer! Firmament Render!
This one's mine!
Lightning Strike! Arrow Squall!
Porra, eu sinto falta dos efeitos
Lightning Thunderblade!
de fogo, cara, nas skills do...
Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer!
Não, pera aí. Goma dourada.
Magic Advance! Sometimes the best medicine is the toughest to swallow, too. Arrow Squall! Firmament Red! Not in your dream!
Make it rain!
Yes, the doctor...
Look sharp! Lightning Thunderblade!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Ah, deixou um cristal lá embaixo. Vou pegar não.
Firmament Render!
March on! Lion
Arrow Squall! Purge Malevolence! Arctic Freeze Lancer! Holy Lance! Holy Lance!
Everlasting darkness! Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
Arrow Squall! Arrow Squall!
Stalagmite!
Freeze Lancer! Freeze Lancer!
Rising Wyvern!
Holy Lance!
Opted for an intricately crafted weapon as usual.
It is beautiful. Coming through.
Firmament Render!
Like moths to the flame.
Arrow Squall! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Freeze Lancer! Ready!
Can't get out of this!
Freeze Lancer!
Nossa, aí um especialzinho pro... Não, pera aí. Ah, ele desceu. A gente deve ter pego o item novo ali.
Sometimes the best medicine is the toughest to swallow, too.
This one's mine!
Holy Lance! Illuminate...
Kisara já tá...
Magic Advance! Just what the doctor ordered!
Finish it! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Portal! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Magic Advance! Requires complete
Make it rain!
Doubling! In an instant! Impact Claw!
É, pegou nos dois. Nossa, caiu? Ah não,
Arctic
porque não chegou a matar. Eu achei que tinha caído da tela ali, do céu.
There's more where that came from.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
Ah, eu vou pular
I
esse
bet it'd
daqui.
feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Arrow Squall! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Holy Lance!
Can you take it?
Holy Lance!
No armor can stop
Cara, ela soltou aquilo dali, aquela última magia ali, sozinha. Ó, não apertei nada. Aí, ó, e ela já soltou outra de novo, sozinha.
Now you see what I can do!
Freeze Lancer! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall!
The heavens must be smiling.
You got company!
É, tem muito inimigo. Não esquece de soltar o especial, hein, Alfred? Por favor. E ele não vai soltar o especial.
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Just what the doctor ordered! Arrow Squall! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malicer!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Freeze Lancer! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall! Magic is in! Arrow Squall!
Instinct sharpen!
Sometimes the best medicine
How
is
about
the
this?
far enough!
I can carve through armor!
Arrow Squall! We managed to turn the tide!
For now, but things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
Finish it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Purge Malevolence! Arcane Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Firmament Render! Arrow Squall!
I've been doing really great lately.
Proteção poderosa.
This'll make us even more fun.
Beleza.
Formidable.
Para finalizar o vídeo,
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Ciclodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... you know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Nossa. Mais uma. Isso daí vai ficar pro próximo vídeo. Galera, vamos encerrar por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham gostado da nossa gameplay. Deixa o like aí para poder fortalecer, beleza? Por favorzinho. E a gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Alright? Então, até a próxima. Até depois.